I never knew you had a twin.
New twist.
You really think we should have the place closed?
What are you talking about?
Well, maybe if we had some customers in here, it would help us get our minds into a
Mary,
different...
I have to think. I have to plan a mass for Kathleen.
I wish you...
What do you wish?
I wish you'd let it out.
Do you know, there's so many more of her friends we have to call.
You don't have to do it right now.
They're all gonna want to be at that mass.
Vince, you cannot carry this pain locked up inside you like this. Talk to me, please. Let's talk about Kathleen. We can laugh, we can cry, it's okay. You can cry with me. Tell me about when she was a teenager. Tell me about trouble she got into.
You know what we need to do? Make a list of all the people, of her friends.
Cass is doing that.
This is a mass for a McKinnon. We take care of our own. I'm not leaving anything up to Cass. Not anymore.
Don't. He did everything he could to save her.
Well, obviously, his everything wasn't good enough.
They're here.
They're here.
Victoria.
Hi, Donna.
Oh, hi. When we look at you, you look wonderful.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't the old man get a hug?
The old man, forget it, but my young, handsome, wonderful husband, whom I miss like crazy, certainly does.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, well, that's just the beginning.
That's even more better.
Oh, is it my bonny lassie? Oh, Victoria. Hi.
Oh, my, how wonderful it is to see you, dear.
Victoria, Bridget has been baking ever since she heard you were coming home.
Oh, scones, Scotch shortbread, and oatmeal cookies.
Oh, yes, by the dozen,
Oh,
dear.
you never change. That's why I love you so much.
Oh, my dear. I love you, too. Oh, my, we missed you so much, didn't we, Mr. Michael?
Yes, indeed. And Bridget, this time she's going to stay.
Oh, well, that's because you made me an offer I just couldn't refuse.
I'm getting my house in order, which, by the way, looks beautiful. Except for the garage. Somebody here want to tell me what happened to that garage?
It's a rather long story, but it's all part of a surprise that we have for you.
That you, Mike? Thought I heard a marching band.
You haven't met him yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, this is your Uncle John.
Cass.
Good morning, Mary.
That is the very last thing it is.
Vince, please.
Vince, let's be straight with each other. You still blame me, don't you?
All I know is I keep asking myself the same thing over and over.
Why don't I get some coffee?
What do you keep asking yourself, Vince?
This is not going to do any good.
What, Vince?
I ask, why my Katie is dead.
Vince, please.
You want to know why she's dead and I'm not?
No.
No what?
That's not what I was gonna say.
Of course it was. I said let's be straight with each other. You don't believe I did enough to save her, right?
That's different from asking why you're not dead.
I don't know why I'm not dead. I guess I was just lucky, although I sure don't feel lucky right now.
Well, at least you feel something.
Please don't fight.
I have no intention of fighting. I just want Vince to listen to me so that I can explain everything once and for all.
I heard this before.
Well, you're gonna hear it again, and I want you to really listen this time so you'll know what I did.
We don't need to hear
I
this
did
again.
everything I possibly could. It all happened too fast. The plane went down like a rock when we crashed. I was stunned. I don't know how long it took me to get back up on my feet. I was thrown clear. I looked around for Kathleen, And then I realized that she was still inside. The plane was on fire by now. There were flames and smoke everywhere. I ran back to get her out, but it was like an inferno. Everything I touched was burning. The metal was bubbling with heat. My hands... my lungs were burning from the smoke. I tried, Vince, but I'm telling you, it was like walking into a wall of flame. I wanted to die. I did. I wanted to die. But I didn't. I wish to hell it didn't happen. I kept thinking to myself, this is so unreal. But it did. It happened. And there was nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, it happened.
She's not here. And I am.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. And the pain you feel, I feel. I loved her with everything I have. And I've lost her. Forever.
I wish you hadn't done that.
Well, I couldn't help it. I love my Katie. And I can't stop thinking that there must have been something that could have been done to save her.
You don't believe what he just said?
From day one, I didn't trust that marriage. But everybody kept saying, oh, what a great guy Cass is.
He is.
Oh, yeah? Well, look what happened.
I think you have to stop trying to find someone to blame and accept what happened.
Well, maybe I can't.
That's because you're keeping all of the pain locked up inside you, Vince. Cry, scream, shout, break down, anything. Just don't blame him.
Hello, Uncle John.
Victoria, I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, well, that's too bad. I could use a friend around here.
I think we're going to get along just fine.
Well, if you're as wild as Michael says you are, we will.
Well, your father has a rather exaggerated opinion of me.
So you're not wild?
Take a look at this face. What do you think? Oh, you do have your mother's smile.
Yeah, right. And her temper. Wait a minute. What did you say?
Who?
John, John, you said... You can see. You saw!
Michael, that's a surprise.
Hey, John, is this for real? I mean, it's not gonna go away again?
Not if I can help it, no.
I don't believe it.
Well, what am I gonna do, Mike? Juggle basketballs?
Well, this is great. I mean, this is just the best.
Well, here's the first. I happen to agree with you.
John, I'm so happy. I mean, I'm happy for me. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for all of us here.
Thanks, Mike.
Jamie, you tell me now. This is permanent, right?
It should be.
Huh?
It
Yeah?
should be, yes.
God, how do you feel, John?
Well, like you said, it's the best. Especially now that I get to see my beautiful niece.
Well, this is cause for celebration. We're going to celebrate, right?
I agree. Let's party. Break out the scones, Bridget. Oh, big joke.
Tell me. I mean, how did this happen?
Who knows?
Jamie, the fire might have had something to do with it, don't you
It
think?
might have, yeah.
Fire? What fire?
The one in the garage. Michael, it was my fault.
Donna, you were in the fire?
Yes. John had gone out in the storm, and I went looking for him. Claire and I were worried about him.
About nothing. I was fine.
Well, that's because you weren't there. Anyway, I went inside, and the wind blew the door shut, and I dropped the kerosene lamp, and it caught the place on fire. And then I couldn't get out, and John came in and saved me.
It's what I do best.
John, thank you. And then that's when your eyesight came back?
Yep. Right here, right after. I turned around and I saw. I could see.
And I wish I could take credit for it, but for now, I've got to take myself out of here.
Sorry I had to drop by for nothing, Doc.
Don't worry about it. Just if you have any more problems, give me a call, okay?
Right.
I'm going to see you next week, okay? In my office.
You got it.
All right. As for the rest of you, have a good party.
Take care, John.
Sure. And Victoria, welcome home.
Thanks, Jamie. It was nice to see you again.
Bye-bye.
Well, I need to get my bags unpacked.
And I'm going to help you, dear.
Okay.
I wouldn't hurry if I were you, Bridget. Might take you all day there. I have a feeling that our daughter, they're dented every boutique up and down Rodeo Drive.
Well, that's all right. Got plenty of room. I can't wait to see all your pretty things.
Oh.
What do you suppose happened to your bags, dear?
Well, I asked the chauffeur to take them to my room, so they should be up there.
Oh, good. All right.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Uncle John.
If I'd known all my relatives were like you, I'd have come home years ago.
Home. Yeah. That's what this is now, I guess. Okay, Bridget, let's go.
Come on now. I bet you went up the back, will you? I'll be up there again.
Well, she's grown up. She's really a young woman.
Huh. Yes, a very broke young woman, but you and me,
Yeah.
I think we'll keep her anyway.
Well, I think I'll take a walk. Go check out the flowers.
Hey, you. Yeah, I thought you was a guy that had seen everything.
I missed a couple of things.
This is the second time you've saved my wife's life. I don't think that I can ever repay you.
I know I can't even try.
It's over. One big happy ending. See ya.
You will, John. You definitely will, John. Is this a homecoming or what, huh?
Well, yes, but you know what? I hate homecomings.
Why?
Because that means that you've been away from me.
Oh, really? Well, did you miss me?
So much. In fact, I am never going to let you leave me alone again.
Such a tragedy.
The McKinnons have certainly had their fair share of bad luck lately. One daughter jilted, another dead.
What a delicate way of putting it, Peter. But then you always were terribly sensitive.
Well, don't tell me you're too upset about this.
Of course I am. A young woman has died.
I know that, Dad. I know that you never even liked Kathleen McKinnon.
That doesn't mean that I'm not affected by her death. Besides, I'm terribly worried about Mary. I wish I could help her through all this somehow. Comfort her.
Well, maybe I can comfort you.
What are you talking about?
You'll be feeling a whole lot better when you see what I brought.
The photographs.
I think you'll be impressed.
Let's see, let's see.
They're really rather extraordinary.
I'll be the judge of that, Peter. Well, that little camera is very efficient.
To say nothing of the photographer.
Excellent. Do you have some more?
I knew you'd be impressed.
Well, show me.
Here you are. The pièce de résistance.
Ah, yes. This is exactly what I wanted to see.
Did you ever suspect I'd have such an ability for spying like this?
Let's not get carried away, Peter.
Oh, come on. You've got to admit they turned out better than you dreamed.
Donna and John. Such a handsome pair, aren't they?
They look like they belong together.
Keep up the good work, son.
I'm glad you're pleased.
It looks as if our partnership is working out rather nicely.
Oh, I knew it would. I just hope this means that it'll all pay off for me, as agreed.
I never go back on my word, Peter. We'll be in touch.
Dad, I thought you were buying me breakfast.
No, I'm afraid I can't. I have something very important to take care of.
Oh. Well, don't forget, Victoria's coming home today.
Yes, I'll stop over and see her later. Oh, and Peter. Do keep up with the photography. With Donna and the Hudson brothers all living under the same roof, things should get pretty interesting.
Ah, don't worry. We'll have it all on film.
I still can't believe it. It's
terrible.
Lisa, she was such a terrific lady. Bright and funny and kind.
She was a really good friend of yours, wasn't she, Wally?
Everyone loved Kathleen.
I wish I'd known her.
I haven't known very many people who had that much spirit or that big a heart.
I'm sorry, Wally.
Yeah, it's just hard to get used to.
I know. Felicia's taking it hard, too.
And now, look, honey, you're going to have to help me take care of that lady.
Oh, you bet. And look, Wally, if you need someone to talk to or anything...
Thank you. I'm all right.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Tony.
Did you know her?
No. I wish I had. She sounds like a wonderful person.
I was up half the night trying to write an article about her death. You don't know how much I hate writing things like that. About people's pain and suffering.
You've had enough of that yourself.
For that matter, so have you.
On the next...
How do you expect me to feel?
It's devastating, I know. It's devastating for Cass, too.
He knew her a couple of years. I knew my Katie from the time she was a few minutes old. Her hair was red even then. Little face.
I know, you told me.
She was the beginning of our family. She was our hope for the future. Now she's gone.
It feels like hope is gone.
I don't know.
You can't give up hope. Without hope, we don't have anything.
I believed that all my life. It's what's kept me going.
Don't stop believing it now.
I don't know how I'm gonna get through this.
Somehow, we will all get through this. Together. Somehow.
Mary, may I come in?
We're closed, actually. We've had a death.
I know. And I'm so terribly sorry.
She was so young.
It's tragic.
I feel like something has been ripped right out of me.
Of course you do.
All I can think about is all the time that we didn't have together. And how we were going to make it up.
Yes.
And now...
Don't hold back, Mary. You go ahead and cry. Yes.
How about you?
What about me?
Oh, how have you been since the attack? Or don't you want to talk about it?
You know, I do want to talk about it to you. Maybe because I know you'll understand.
Well, maybe we both need somebody to confide in, huh? Somebody who's been through the same kind of nightmare.
I've been keeping a diary. That's really helped.
Well, writing's really good to get rid of the anger, don't you think? I mean, when I wrote my editorial for Brava, I felt less upset. At least for a little while.
Anything that works, huh?
Absolutely. Do you think you'll ever go back to working with the police?
No. Besides, they wouldn't want me now. I think I've lost my psychic ability.
Well, that's impossible, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Oh, how can something like that happen? I thought it was a part of you. I thought it was something you're born with.
I thought so, too.
Maybe it's something you don't want. Maybe you don't want the power.
Well, whatever it is, I just know it hasn't been as strong as it used to be.
Lisa, I hope you don't mind me telling you this.
Go on.
I think your psychic power comes from a part of you that connects with people and feelings, and it's very special. don't think you should ever lose that.
You do look wonderful, you know. Thank you, Donna. So do you.
I'd have to say the West Coast agrees with you.
Yeah, well, I wish Michael let me stay there.
Working will do you good, Victoria.
Oh, yeah, right.
Michael is just trying to teach you the value of money.
I know the value of money, and I like to spend it.
That is not the point.
What is the point of being rich if you can't act rich? I don't see you working very hard, Donna, and I don't blame you one bit. Oh, of course, your supply of money's endless.
Michael has worked very hard for everything he's earned.
Oh, yeah, and what about you?
All right. I meant what I said, Victoria. I don't want us to argue. Especially not today. I want us to get along. I love you. I'm glad you're home.
Well, I guess I am too.
Good.
I'm gonna go help Bridget unpack.
How are the flowers?
Vicky really does, you know.
Guess what?
Have your smile. She reminds me a lot of you, Donna.
Jump into another in Hamilton.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming by.
You know that I'll always be there for you, Mary.
Yes. Well, let me walk you to the door.
I don't think you should be alone at a time like this.
I'm not. Vince is in the kitchen, and Cheryl is on her way over, and we really want it to be just family. That's why the place is closed.
I understand, and I won't intrude. But I do want you to know that, well, that even though Kathleen and I didn't always see eye to eye...
You couldn't stand her, Reginald. Now, don't you dare say otherwise.
I wish it could have been otherwise. You loved her. She had to have been a wonderful person.
We should have had more time together. I hate it that we didn't.
You can thank Reginald for that. He took you away. If it hadn't been for him, you'd have had years with Kathleen.
I want no quarrel. I'm here to offer condolences. If there's anything I can do, Mary, please call.
What was Reginald Love doing here?
Forget about him. Is it mail?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I guess.
Oh.
What?
It's a letter from Kathleen.
Oh, no. Open it, Pops.
No. Here. You read it.
Well, goodness, it was sent the day before.
You nervous about something?
No. It's just been a very emotional day with Victoria's homecoming and everything.
Oh, yeah. She's really a knockout. Photographs don't do her justice.
No, they don't, do they?
She seems to have a good sense of humor.
Not to mention temper.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna like that girl. What do you think she felt about me?
What do you mean?
Well, you know her better than I do. You think she likes me, or is she just being polite?
Hey, there you are. I was looking for you.
Hey.
I was just telling Donna how beautiful the garden is.
I gotta tell you, the garden looks an awful lot better than that garage does. It was a very serious fire out there. John, I don't know how you got Donna out of there.
Blind luck.
Look, you. Now that you can see again, I'm hoping you'll just lay off the blind jokes.
Oh, come on, Mike. I'll go into a withdrawal. You know, I can't do this cold turkey.
John, I'm just grateful that you two are both okay. I just thank God that you can see, John. I thank God that Vicky's home. Sounds like Mom and Vicky found each other. Huh? Thank you. Come on in.
Oh,
Well. So, Ma, what do you think?
oh, I'd forgotten how funny my granddaughter can be. Oh, dear. I shouldn't be laughing. I've been told that you've been a very naughty girl, Victoria.
Well, she has, Ma, but I think reform is on the way. But for now, however, I think I'd just like to sit back and savor the fact that all of our family is here together. I feel very lucky today. I feel so blessed that the Hudsons are all here.
So does this Hudson right here.
Well, I think we should all have a party.
Yes. Yes, we really should. We should all have some fun.
A swimming party.
Well, a picnic. We can take the horses.
I'll take a taxi.
Oh, no.
Well, don't stop on my account.
Hey, I hope I'm not interrupting.
Jamie, I didn't even see you come in.
Well, of course not. You're deep in conversation.
How are you, Jamie?
Just fine. How are you, Tony?
I'm just fine.
You two look like you're in a serious conversation. What were you talking about?
Just catching up, that's all.
Oh, right.
Listen, I'll just leave you two alone. Take care, Lisa.
You too, Tony, and thanks.
What'd you thank him for?
What's the matter with you, Jamie?
Don't answer a question with a question. What were you thanking him for?
I don't believe this.
Just answer me.
I can thank whomever I want. And why were you so rude to him?
I wasn't rude to him.
Yes, you were. You were nasty.
What'd you want me to do? Jump in his lap? I barely know the man.
Doesn't mean you can't be civil.
So why all of a sudden are you being so protective of Tony Carlisle?
Tony happens to be a friend of mine.
Did you arrange to meet him here?
Of course not. Jamie, this is ridiculous. You have nothing to be jealous of. Tony and I were talking. We both went through a lot with the stalker. And we...
So he knows more about what you're going through than I do, is that it?
Instead of being angry, why can't you be happy I found someone I'm able to talk to?
I am, Lisa. I just wish it were me.
But you're here bright and early.
Cass, I was just about to call you. How you doing?
Better now for seeing you.
You know, I've missed you, my friend.
I've missed you too, Wally. I'm telling you, not a day went by I didn't think of you and Felicia. Or laugh out loud, remember some of the stupid stunts we pulled.
Yeah, last night I couldn't sleep all night. I just lay there and thought about all those wonderful times. You and Kathleen. I know how much you loved her, Cass.
Wally, I keep thinking that there's something I can do, some way I can help her. And then I realize it's too late. I just can't believe she's gone.
Cass, it's going to take time.
I keep expecting her to walk through the door and give me a hard time for giving some woman the eye or something.
Cass, no.
Let me see it, Wally. I want to see it.
You're watching an...
Oh, now.
Don't do this to yourself, Cass.
Maybe there was something I could have done.
Cass, no!
Vince seems to think that.
Well, I don't care what Vince thinks. Aren't you hurting enough without blaming yourself?
He blames me, Wally.
And don't you see? That's the way he's dealing with his grief, by lashing out at you. So long as he can be angry, Cass, he doesn't have to face up to what really happened.
I really have missed you, Wally.
Now, everything's going to be fine with Vince. He's going to come around. You just have to talk to him one more time.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay, everything's going to be just fine.
Thank you, my friend.
I love you, Cass. We're going to get through this.
I knew it.
The hospital, right?
Yeah, I gotta go.
What are you gonna do about breakfast?
Oh, I'll bribe the cook in the cafeteria as usual and have him make me something I can eat with my eyes open. Lisa, I'm really sorry about going off on you about Tony.
It's okay.
I was jealous. I've been feeling kind of on the outside with you lately because, I don't know, no matter what I do or say, you don't let me into your world.
Can we just drop it?
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Lisa. Now, I can't take much more of this. I want to help you, but I can't if you won't let me. I think our relationship is worth fighting for. Now, it's time that you ask yourself the same question.
Victoria!
I missed you.
That's my beauty.
And just, to what do I owe this pleasure, Reg?
The pleasure is all mine. You're such a tonic, Victoria. Oh, but if I'm interrupting the happy family, I apologize, Michael.
No. No, Reg, not even you could ruin this day for me.
Oh, I don't believe we've met. Is this Mrs. Hudson?
Yes. Mom, this is Reginald Love.
How do you do?
I am very pleased to meet you. What a joy it must be for you to have your whole family living under the same roof.
Yes, I couldn't be happier.
And now we have this splendid young woman to share our granddaughter.
Yes. Yes.
Bridget tells me we have something to celebrate. Here she is.
Peter, hi.
How are you?
Stepped on me.
That's all right. Did you get here safe and sound, obviously?
Yes, I did. Back to this huge...
How does it feel to have your daughter back with you?
Why'd you come here? To spoil the day for us?
I came to see Victoria. I do love that girl. But I also wanted to see just how shaky the House of Cards is.
It's fine. It's just fine.
Oh, Donna. No. It's very, very shaky. I imagine Victoria and her real father have hit it off famously.
Stop it.
One small move. Tiniest step in the wrong direction, and it all comes tumbling down.
Dear Mama and Pops, I know this is silly because you'll probably get this after we're home for MJ's wedding. But if something should happen, the weather up here in Alaska is really unpredictable. There are some things I want to tell you. I'm so happy for MJ and Adam. Not only is she marrying into a rich family, but she's really in love with the guy. I bet Pops is in seventh heaven. 2 daughters down, 1 to go. And how about my sister, the world-famous model? Tell Cheryl I saw her pictures in an ad at the train station in Venice, of all places. Isn't that incredible? I was pointing and screaming. People must have thought I was nuts. Pops, don't you be upset if we miss the wedding. And don't you give Adam a hard time. I know how you can be with your future sons-in-law. And Mama, I love you. And I'm glad you're living at home now. The family is finally together.
She wrote that a few days ago.
Anyway, I just wanted you to know how much I miss you.
Here, let me marry. I just wanted you to know how much I miss all of you. One thing bouncing around the globe has taught me is that my family means everything to me. And of course, so does Cass. I don't know what I'm going to do without her.
I'm sorry that I've been rough on you, Cass. I haven't been right since this happened.
I understand.
I'm sure about one thing. We both loved her very much.
I must be going. I just wanted to see my granddaughter, who was a sight for a pair of very sore eyes. You must feel that even more than I do, John.
Yes, I do.
May I say that I'm very happy for you?
You are.
I am. You have so many precious, beautiful things around you, John. Not to be able to see them would be a terribly hard thing. Peter, my boy, you're a lucky man. To live in this house with this picture-perfect family. Enjoy yourself.
Oh, he hasn't changed.
No, he hasn't, Victoria. Not a bit. Don't you forget it.
Look, Michael, I know you and Reg don't get along, but he's my grandfather. He loves me.
Victoria, he used you more than once. I'm just not going to put up with that.
Okay, I'll play it cool.
All right. And you won't take any money from him either.
Fine, can we please change the subject?
What would you like to talk about?
Victoria, I'm serious.
You know, I saw the roof of the garage from upstairs. It's a mess. Were there any cars in it?
Don't ask.
Yours, huh?
I said not to ask.
Oh, well, that means neither one of us has any wheels.
Wait just a minute. What are you talking about?
Well, if you don't have a car, you don't get places.
You have a beautiful car. Michael, I thought you were having it shipped out.
I wish.
Victoria gambled away her car.
Victoria.
And, guess who's going to pay for a new one, if she wants one?
If there's one thing I know, it's that I have to pay for my next set of wheels, okay?
Good. Just how do you propose to do that, by chance?
By working for it.
Good girl, but smile when you say that, okay?
Give me a W. Give me an O. Give me an R. Give me a K.
Donna, we are not giving in to that girl.
What's it spell? Work.
You'll excuse me. I think you and I came out of the same mold.
Cass, you're still here.
Are you all right?
I'm better.
I want you to know that Kathleen was real happy to hear that you'd moved back into the house. She loved you very much.
Thank you for telling me that.
I think I'm going to go over and see Father Dunn. I'd like to arrange to say a few words at the funeral mass.
I think that would be very nice.
So I'll see you all later. Thanks for the talk, Vince.
Well, thank you. I mean, I guess you're trying to make it up with Cass. It's real important that we stay together through this. It's also really not good to keep it all locked up inside.
That's the kind of guy I am. never really broke down. So, they took you away from me. It was very hard to stop. But the kids needed me to be strong. And I was. And they still need me to be strong.
Yes, of course they do, and you are. But being strong doesn't mean that you can't cry. Whenever you want to. I'm here.
Well, you and my father certainly didn't come out of the same mold.
Yeah, we are different.
Different? You're nothing like him.
Well, I hear that you and Marley aren't exactly alike either.
You heard she's the good one and I'm the bad one.
That's what a lot of people say about me and Mike.
I can see that.
So what's going on?
About what?
I get a lot of cool vibes coming my way. You ticked off at me about something?
I'm just naturally cool.
You, found my gear in your room, didn't you?
No.
It's all right. I'll get it out of there. It's never mattered to me where I crash.
Oh, me neither. I've crashed in hotel suites and fleabag flop houses. I've ridden the rails. Hopped the freights.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a good way to see the country.
We really are alike.
Hey, brother, daughter, you guys got plenty of time to get acquainted later. For now, it's inside.
What for?
Well, daughter, you are about to be made immortal, so I want you to keep smiling because we are going to have a family picture taken. Let's go.
All right, now, Clara, I want you to sit right in the middle.
Oh, I'm beginning to feel like a matriarch.
You're going to look absolutely beautiful in the middle.
Okie doke, let's get this show on the road.
Yes, let's. Okay, Mike, Donna,
Yes.
come on, Clara's left. No, over here.
over
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
And make sure you stay close together.
No
Vicky,
problem.
John,
Okay.
on Clara's right. And stay close together. I want to get everybody in this shot. Let's see what we've got.
Looking good?
Looking very good. Just let me get. There we go. What a handsome family. Now smile. Great. You're gonna like that. Now let's take one more for safety's sake.